Southern Albertans have been anxiously waiting for the tariff deadline. With the tariffs now official, business owners and consumers are bracing. Quinn Keenan has that story.
After months of threats and delays, it's now become more expensive to ship goods across the 49th parallel. Canada and Mexico were both hit with a 25% tariff by the United States. Canadian energy faces a 10% tariff.
They can't come in and steal our money and steal our jobs and take our factories and take our businesses and expect not to be punished. And they're being punished by tariffs.
Canada has hit back with tariffs on $30 billion worth of American goods. That figure will rise to $135 billion in 3 weeks. Premier Danielle Smith, who has been critical of Trudeau, says she supports the federal government's response.
The fact that you're seeing all of the premiers standing behind this prime minister, that's quite a feat. We all come from different political perspectives. I've had my own differences with this prime minister, but these tariffs are unjustified, and we have to have a proportionate response.
While the government works on its response, local businesses are preparing to face a trade war. Lethbridge stands to be one of the communities hit hardest by tariffs.
Yeah, so the Canadian Chamber of Commerce came out with a report a few weeks ago and identified Lethbridge actually as the 10th most vulnerable city in Canada because so much of our economy is dependent on exports and so many of our exports go to the United States.
Tariffs on agricultural products aren't set to go into effect until April 2nd. It's a temporary relief for producers who know a prolonged trade war would hurt farmers on both sides of the border.
You want to start playing with big guns or, counteractive tariffs. Basically, in some senses, if we just cut off some of their products and not send them down to the States, it would really have a dramatic effect on their agriculture.
Local business leaders are hoping for a swift end to the tariffs. But in the meantime, they're calling on consumers to do their part by shopping local and buying Canadian.
Okay, now we know what we have to work with, which I think that living with the unknown, is it coming, is it not coming? We know it's here. So now the action plan is, what are we going to do from this moment forward?
Quinn Keenan, CTV News, Lethbridge.